So you know the story of in the Quran simply presents a stupid book made by a stupid prophet who copy a story written by someone from Syria. It's a fiction story about Alexander the Great. He found where the sun set. He found where the sun rise. He built a dam. It's a fiction story. The stupid Muhammad, he took the fiction story and he put it in his book. And we are so grateful that this man is stupid. For those stories can help us way better to expose such a garbage cult. Violent, disgusting, racist, hateful teaching machine. Yes, Hakati, tell us what is going on, man. Please tell us, what is the situation?
The issue of Ya'juj and Ma'juj is actually, for our modern times, I would say, one of the most, if not the most problematic of the signs of Judgment Day. And it has caused many of our youth to question, to doubt. I myself have met people that have actually left Islam because of these types of tales. And we have to be honest and frank and not pretend as if this doesn't exist. Some of you are not accustomed to hearing people speak like this, but my philosophy is different. We are dealing with the crisis of people leaving our faith, our own children, our own young men and women. Many Muslims still believe this. You cannot believe that there is a tribe for 4,000 years trapped behind a wall. I mean, if you believe this, that's your position. I cannot believe it. I find this very difficult to believe.
Did you hear it? People, did you hear it? But if we read the verse together, we will see immediately that the Quran made it so clear that those same people will be, this is the whole point of the war. If they will die next year, why want to build a wall? And the Quran saying that clearly, that they are being held behind the wall. What I can say? You Muslim, did you hear it? Do you believe in this? Yes, Hakadi says, what I can say? Okay. And then what is the solution? What is the solution? If you don't believe in this, you are stupid. Let us hear more. Maybe he have a solution.
Others have said we need to reinterpret Ya'juj and Ma'juj metaphorically.
Oof.
And this goes back to another thing that I kept on stalling when we talked about the Dajjal, because I wanted to talk about it with Ya'juj and Ma'juj. And that is this newfangled interpretation. And it is newfangled. You do not find it in pre-modernity. This is a very modern interpretation. It only begins in the 60s and whatnot. And it has now become common, very common. So much so that many famous people, many mainstream people are explicitly or implicitly saying it in this land and in some islands in the Bermudas as well. There's a famous person who is well known for this type of theory. No names mentioned. That's not my philosophy to mention names typically. Where they say Dajjal and Ya'juj and Ma'juj are symbolic.
Brother, he built a symbolic wall from copper and iron. By the way, he is not agreeing. He's saying this is stupid too. We have to give him a credit now about this. But we want to see what he want to say. I mean, okay, so this is stupid. The claim of it is symbolic is stupid. So what is the solution?
The issue of Ya'juj and Ma'juj is something that doesn't just occur in the Hadith. It is explicit in the Quran. Standard medieval interpretation of Ya'juj and Ma'juj is the following. This is what you find in Ibn Kathir. You find it in the tafsir literature of a Samarqandi and of a Tha'labi, and basically this is the mainstream interpretation for our classical and middle ages of Islam. Ever since the beginning of writing tafsir, let's say 300-400 Hijrah, up until pre-modernity, up until going to CE 1800s or whatnot. If you look at any book of tafsir, any book of history, the notion was the following. Ya'juj and Ma'juj are a bizarre, exotic tribe in the nether regions of the world that have been trapped by Dhul-Qarnayn thousands of years ago, and they're still trapped to this day. That Ya'juj and Ma'juj are a living tribe, blocked to this day behind the wall that was built 4,000, 5,000 years ago. That wall miraculously is still there. People can see on the one side, and on the other side you have these savages that Allah knows how they're eating, drinking, replicating, whatnot, and they're still there for eons and eons and eons. This is the standard interpretation. Dare I say, anybody who knows science and geography and modern civilization, you cannot believe that there is a tribe for 4,000 years trapped behind a wall. I mean, if you believe this, any position, I cannot believe it.
I cannot believe it. Yeah, Abdul, did you hear this? If you believe this garbage, me myself, I cannot believe it. But this is what Muhammad said. They are digging a hole. He woke up from his dream. He saw them digging the wall. He said, "Awi to the Arab. A hole like this is open, bigger than the anus of Muhammad." So this guy is saying to you, if you believe in the garbage you have in your books, Muslims, this is your stupidity. Like he don't dare to use the word, but this is what he means. He said, I cannot believe in such a thing. This is stupid. Let us go to the Quran and see how stupid this religion is. But isn't this is what the Quran is saying, that they are alive? Clearly saying that. Yasser Qadi trying to say they cannot be people who they are exist now. Maybe they will exist later. But if you read the Quran, you will find the following. And this is why we laugh at the low IQ of those who call themselves sheikhs. When Zulkarnain, he arrived, he found a group of people next to two mountains. And those people, they are so stupid, they don't understand the word. And then they said, Zulkarnain, I mean, do you see, I mean, the stupidity is amazing. You just said a second ago, like, hardly, they don't even understand the word. And then they said, Zulkarnain, verily Ya'juj and Ma'juj, Gog and Magog, doing great mischief. And suddenly they became wise people. What happened to the people who don't understand the word? Say, oh, Gog and Magog, they are hiding under the ground. But the Quran says he built a wall between two mountains. What underground? You know? Some Muslims, they say they are zombie. They are not a human like us. This is why they are under the ground. And some even they said, you know what? They are dead. They have a zombie disease. And maybe after like 1,000, 2,000 years, they will wake up. My friend, you are talking about your mother-in-law. This is not what is written in the Quran. So they try their best to find a solution for a stupid story. Muhammad, he copied from others, he put it in his book, and they try to solve it by lying to themselves, lying to their children, and the more they lie, the more they dig in the ground, the grave of Islam. Call me right now, call me right now, call me right now, call me. Call me now, go to heaven right now.